What up guys, my name's Daisy and I'm so excited to share these amazing beauty tips with you guys. Alright, so I usually like to start with brows. We already moisturized our face and we have our face prepped, so I'm going to go ahead and get in there. I usually like to lift the brow just a little bit. I like to get in there and I start from the inner corner. Since our brows are a little skinny and light already, I like to just get in there and start from the inner corner and just drag it out towards the outer corner and just kind of do a soft line underneath that brow. Since our eyebrows are pretty short, I like to just drag it out a little bit and just kind of wisp it. And I like to do just soft strokes. Alright, so I'm still pulling up that brow so I can really get the shape of her brow. A lot of times people don't do the top part of the brow, but her eyebrows are just super thin, so I'm gonna go in and just add a little bit more hairs on there. Once you really get the shape of the brow, it's gonna be easier for you to soften everything out. I'm gonna grab the back end of my brush and I'm just gonna soften that out. I know y'all see girls walking around with caterpillar eyebrows. That ain't cute. And I'm just gonna go in and just soften everything out. There we go. Alright, so now we finished her brow. And I usually like to carve the brow with either foundation or concealer, but I'm gonna do concealer today just because I want to be dramatic. So let's do that. Thanks for being my helper, Lance. You're so cute. So cute. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and start carving her brows. And I'm still lifting up that brow. And I'm just going in and just shaping that brow out. Especially whenever you guys have little hairs that you want to cover, this is an amazing trick for that. We can't be walking around looking bushy. That ain't cute. And I'm just softly putting that product down her lid all the way through. And I'm just softening out those edges at the front, especially because I see so much where brows are just so harsh at the very front and it just like freaks me out. Alright. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the top as well. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and start at the top and just carve the top. Especially this just helps for the brow to be a little bit more uniformed. There we go. Ace that. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna go in and I'm just gonna soften out all these edges and make sure everything's blended. Blend, blend, blend to the death of you. You don't want any harsh lines, especially whenever the light hits you and you do your foundation. Alright, let's just soften that out. Alright, so we got our first brow down. Okay. Alright, so I went in and I used the Anastasia Brow Wiz pencil. I personally think this is amazing. It glides and it has wax in it, so it just glides a lot easier through the brow. And I use the Naked Skin concealer as well. This stuff is amazing. It honestly gives perfect coverage, but it's still a little sheer, so it doesn't look cakey. You know, that ain't cute either. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start with her face foundation now that we're done with her brows. And I'm going to be using the Sephora foundation from It's honestly the best foundation ever, which is kind of weird because I'd never think that. But it's amazing coverage and it's still a little sheer to where her skin doesn't look just completely covered, but it gives enough coverage. So I'm using my beauty blender and it's a little moist already, and I'm just going to go in and just do her whole face. I'm not really going to get into her eyes much just because we're doing bold brows today, but for sure I'm just going to go ahead and do her foundation. Alright, so our last tip is going to be brow gel, and I'm using the Anastasia Brow Gel. I love it because it's clear and doesn't have any tint on it, so it's nice and precise. It doesn't mess up your work. And this is just going to keep all these little hairs together, especially sometimes whenever we do our foundation and everything, they get powdery, and this just kind of defines them a little bit better. Yes, girl, work. Oh, work. There we go. Perfect brows. Yes. 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 Alright, you're ready. Alright, so this is our look, and I'm so happy with her brows right now. She went from 0 to 100 real fast. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I can't wait for you guys to see what I have next week. Check me out.